Are you Glaswegian?
Oh, I love that you know right away.
So when I was here in drama school, I tell a quick funny story because it's a funny
No, it's
story.
fine. I
She's
love these
Glaswegian.
stories.
It's not for the. It's not really for the camera. It's for you.
Oh,
I was in drama school. I was from New York. I never left New York in my life. I'm 19 years old. I have a very thick New York accent. And the drama teacher there casts me as Jimmy Boyle in a play called The Hard Man. I didn't know Jimmy Boyle from a hole in the wall. I didn't know how to do a Glaswegian accent either, but I worked at a gay bar to make some money, and the guy who worked at the gay bar with me, named Gary, was from Glasgow, and he said, I'll teach you the Glaswegian accent. So, like, not being particularly smart, I just learned Gary's accent, and I did, for those of you who don't know, Jimmy Boyle was this, like, a guy who is a social experiment of a guy who was just one of the hardest criminals in Glasgow's history, killed people with screwdrivers, terribly, terribly tough man. That's why the play was called The Hard Man. And I went to the first day of rehearsal, and Judith Windsor, the very, very English acting teacher at RADA, who was actually from Alabama, said, why don't we start with the first monologue? And I got up, and in front of all of these English kids at this acting school, I did Gary's accent. And I went, there's so much that none of you can understand about me and the world I come from. And there doesn't seem to be any way of telling it and finally get to understand the bitterness and indifference. And Judith
give me
said,
clap. I want to clap. Everybody
Judith
clap.
stopped me. Judith stopped me and she said, well, Liev, in her completely fake standard English accent.
Yeah.
Well, Liev, you've got the region, but you've missed the gender entirely.
Because you've learned it for Gary. Listen, I love that. Are you still in touch with Gary?
No. I haven't seen him.
Sadly.
Yeah.
I wonder what Gary's doing now.
I don't know.
But well,
Still at
listen,
that bar?
well
My
done
God.
you, because also a Jimmy Boyle accent is proper Glasgow. Like mine's is a little bit softer because I've been in exile for 10 years.
Yeah.
But that would be like
Like
hard.
Black Hill. Yeah.
I think, to be honest with you, we need a redo now, and we need your character to be Scottish now.
I think it's not a bad idea.
I think that would be good.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you shared that, and
As
well
long
done.
as he can also be camp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what we want.
That's the only one I know.
A camp Scottish hard man.
The indifference and the bitterness.
Literally. Listen, let's after this, let's
Okay.
think of things that we can create.
We can have.
I'm up for this.
We can talk.
I love this, by the way. It's so
thank you.
binge worthy, and I said to myself, I'm not going to do it because we get these before everybody else, and then the problem is we binge them, and then the world binges them, and then you feel like you've kind of missed out.
Yeah,
So I was like, I'm going to
Did
watch
you get
one.
all of them?
I got 4,
Okay, right.
but I said I'm going to watch one just to get a feel for it, get a vibe.
Right.
Up all night.
Oh, good.
It's so binge worthy. Why have you done this to us?
Because they're bunge-worthy. No, because we had a feeling it would be fun. I don't know, I'm answering for him. I had a feeling it would be fun. The big reason for me was Suzanne Bier. Like Susanna. I just wanted to work with her. I wanted to see what she does and how she does it. And Nicole is someone that I've always admired, a dear friend, and she's got the Midas touch. And I just thought, okay, I'll go along for this ride. And in the beginning, I was really nervous. I was worried about a lot of elements. And sure enough, it's just the two of them powered it through, and Susanna really got into a lot of improv and sort of finding out who the cast members were and making it fun and making it feel like something real and compelling, and it was just an extraordinary cast. And 3 weeks in, I was like, yeah, they might have something.
And what was Liev like as a dad?
Terrible. The worst. He's terrible. Well, I mean, I don't know. We have a complicated relationship because I really do think that.
Are we talking about in real life right now or in this show?
In the show.
We'll just make it a cross, like a hybrid.
No, in real life, he's amazing. He was so fun to hang out with. We played tennis a few times, and I mean, whatever. He's a great guy in real life, but in the show, he's
I have issues.
He has issues. He's a pretty like laissez-faire parent at times, and then will suddenly sort of crack down and say something annoying or mean, and it just turns my character into a really, really angry kid. But I think Tag does really love everyone in his family, despite how he may act sometimes, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to admit something here, and I probably shouldn't, right? But I've started now. I am deeply attracted to Tag because that is my own issue. I know,
There you go.
I know,
We were
but
just
this
talking
is the
about this.
problem. This is why I'm single, because that's not sustainable.
Toxic.
Yeah, I love it.
masculinity. You
Love
like
it.
toxic masculinity.
Absolutely. But
Make a comeback.
it's my issue. I know, I'm working through it, guys. But he has been described as a DILF by people in the show, characters in the show. But I believe you said in the production notes that Nicole sort of bullied you into the part because you were like, it's not a part I'd normally take.
Well, you know, when they write in the script that you're a DILF, that's a high watermark. You know, it's a high bar, and you know, it's like that kind of, you know, it's hard to do that. And if you're as insecure as I am in real life, it's not something that you want to try to do not because you wouldn't like to be a DILF. I'd like to be a DILF. Who wouldn't want to be?
But what if
DILF?
suddenly
But
everyone's
what if
walking
everyone's
in-
like him, DILF? That
Yeah.
would be awful. That
What if you had walked in and you were like, I'm really attracted to DILFs, and I know for sure you're not one.
You're not a DILF.
There you go. That
How-
would have
What would
sucked.
that have felt like if you had not said? And by the way, we're in the situation. You're in a television interview. You've got to say nice things. I have to say nice things. So you said that you were attracted to Tag. Thank you. That may not be how you really feel.
Listen, you have played a Scottish hardman. I'm from Glasgow. I don't care. I will say it how it is.
Yeah,
If the
that's
show
true.
was terrible,
That's
I
true.
would have just went, okay, so congrats.
Trust you. Okay, I trust you.
So trust me.
Thank you. That
yes.
was it was nerve-wracking to me because it's a lot. The setup is that he's this very sort of sexy, popular, rich guy, and I was like, that's a lot to ask of me. Thank you.
But why are you insecure? See, now we've gone off because
I don't
you're
know,
a
because I'm
handsome
an actor.
man.
That's
but
how actors
I know,
are.
but you're a very
Actors-
handsome
Do
man
you
in
think
real
I'd be
life.
doing this for a living if I wasn't insecure? No, I'd be doing something smart.
Yeah.
To guarantee
Helping
my
the
children a
world,
future and a
something
legacy.
sustainable.
No, I wouldn't be prancing about in
Wearing
television
makeup.
screens and wearing makeup and occasionally dresses.
Well, you're a very handsome man. That's what we'll say on that. What we need to talk about is something that I think is going to go viral, and it's actually pretty iconic from you all, and that is the dance sequence for the titles.
Thank you.
I thought I was having a fever dream because I thought, has that just happened? I'd had a long day trying to get Oasis tickets. I was really stressed out, no, honestly. And I thought, and then when I got to the second episode, it appeared again, and I thought, that's the titles. Genius. But apparently none of you knew that this was what it was for or what was happening.
From what I remember, is the entire cast hated it,
Yeah.
except for Sam
Except for
and I,
us.
who were so excited that we got to dance. And I was extremely disappointed that we were not featured more in the credit sequence because both Sam and I, who have spent some time
In the
professional
dance field.
world, did a great job in that sequence, and it's not.
There was a lift. He lifted me. There was a whole Dirty Dancing sequence
Homage.
that we really worked for. I want to say 2 months on, and it was just cut.
It was fun.
It was really fun.
really fun, and I thought it was a great idea.
I feel robbed that we've not seen the last Netflix.
Yeah.
Sort it out.
We could do it, but
Please.
there's a lot of.
And safety first.
Yeah.
We don't want HR coming
No,
in here.
no.
Like, no. Talking about tennis, obviously you said that you've played that. That on a side note, when it comes to tennis, I feel like tennis has had a resurgence. Suddenly now everybody's playing tennis. Because when I'm on dating apps looking for toxic men, all they want is a tennis partner. Will you?
All you want is a tennis partner.
No, that's what the men say. They're like, looking for a tennis
Oh, right,
partner.
I think that's
right.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
not what they
Thank you,
want.
Sam.
They want to go on a date with a girl. They don't want to play tennis.
Looking for
It's
a
all
doubles partner. I'm like,
Disguise. Yeah.
That's a great
Sorry?
idea for a dating setup.
but did you? So were you tennis fans before you, or was
How
the
did you know
tennis
that
the
we
bond?
played tennis?
You told me.
I said it.
You said it? When?
I said Liev's a great guy. We played tennis
Oh, you
together.
did say that.
Are you
Wow.
in the room? It's the accent.
You know,
It's
we played
bringing
tennis.
PTSD
I
in
had
it.
no idea what either of you were saying.
But he introduced me to the new sport that's taking the world by storm, which is
Tennis for old people.
what's it called?
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Right, what's this? That's what I maybe needed to say when I on
Yeah.
the
Oh
dating
my God,
apps. I can't
pickleball.
play prom or tennis, but I'll play this.
Pickleball is like mini tennis. It's like half the court, and you play with like
Racquetball rackets.
yeah.
And a wiffle ball.
Yeah.
With holes in it.
This is a whole new
It's
world
really
for
fun.
me.
It's so fun.
I like tennis, but pickleball's fun.
Yeah.
Well, when the guys on dating apps say looking for a tennis partner, I'll be like, but have you played pickleball?
Yeah.
Ooh, they're gonna think that's a euphemism.
I mean, everything I say they think is a euphemism because of Martha from Baby Reindeer.
I have no idea what you're saying.
It's a euphemism. Anyway, I'm not going to quote Martha. Just finally then, what was it like being a part of this amazing cast and the whole murder mystery thing? Because it's just, honestly, I think this show's going to be massive.
It was amazing. I mean, we were staying all around Cape Cod, and we all were really good friends, and we all did fun things together. Like we all went whale watching and like to Provincetown, and it was like being on holiday. It was really fun just getting to hang out with everyone, and I admire everyone in the cast so much. That's why I did the show, is because of Susanna, and all the actors are so amazing. It was so cool to just get to shoot the shit with them and like go to nice seafood restaurants and play tennis.
But you also did the show because you wanted to show off your dance moves as well.
And that, which is why I'm furious as to how the edit has turned out. But
Should've been
I'll
more,
take that up
yeah.
with
It was a great summer.
Suits.
And part of the reason it was a great summer is because it was not free from adversity. We had the strikes. We had we had to stop the production a couple of times, and
COVID.
and there was just the ways that we found to get around it, the improvising, the working together, the kind of helping each other. There was a very, you never know if you're going to get that in an ensemble, and we got that. Like, people liked each other, genuinely liked each other, and so they'd make space for other people's work. And when that happens, things go well. It's like everyone genuinely thought the other person was entertaining. And when Jack would go on like a tear of his like foul mouth improvs, we would open the floor for it, and it was great. And I think everybody had that within a few weeks, had figured out how the other people worked. And when you get a group of actors working in that way, something special usually happens.
Well, the show is very, very special, guys. I've loved this. I feel like we've covered a lot here, and I feel like it's almost been a bit therapeutic, this chat as well for me.
Definitely.
Me too.
I'm going to go
Sure.
and work on myself, and I'm also going to go and email all the execs at Netflix and say release
Yeah.
the dance footage.
Yeah. The
Either release the dance footage or pull the show. It's not worth
Yeah.
seeing without.
Right.
I think.
Enough's enough. I'm a
Yeah.
woman of the people. I'll get this sorted.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank
Good to
you.
meet you.